Belly, hand on chest. So I'm just keeping a little eye out for, we've got one more person joining us. We'll get going. I have got my dog in the room, so I might be turfing her out at some point. So bringing your awareness to your inhale and your exhale. As you breathe in, filling the belly, filling the lungs, all the way up to the top. At the top of the breath, part the lips and let the breath go. Exhale. Inhaling, filling the belly, filling the lungs. Filling up like a balloon, all the way to the top. Really mindful, deep inhale. Part the lips and let the breath go. Exhale. Inhaling, filling the belly, filling the lungs. Filling up as much as you can, taking as much air in as possible, holding just for a moment or so. At the top, part the lips and let the breath go. Exhale. As you let go and you exhale, you can really release your body. And whilst you're standing there, just checking in with your body and checking in with your breath, I'm going to talk about the intention of the practice today. And again, it's all around nourishment. You know, that's kind of a theme that I think is really important at the moment. I have to look outside the window to know why. Lack of daylight, vitamin D, really important to look at supplementing that. I sent you some links out. If you had a chance to look at them, you'll see that was featuring quite heavily. You know, the way you're eating, what you're eating, how you're managing your mental health, you know, so things like yoga really help to calm the mind. You know, sleep is an issue for a lot of people right now. So just trying to find different ways to still the mind, getting outside as much as you can, even if you don't have a dog, really important. Trying to cut down the noise so you can rest and find stillness in your body and your mind. On the inhale, you're going to bring your arms above the head and then bring the soles of the feet together, having your knees falling out to each side. So bring those knees up, soles of the feet together and allow the knees to fall out to each side. You'll notice that we're doing some of what we did last week, but we're going to mix it up. Okay, so you're reaching back with your hands in prayer hands or spear hands, really reaching to the back of the mat and pushing the soles of the feet together. Good. Trying to flatten the whole spine from the back of the head all the way down to the lower back into the ground. Good. On the exhale, you can either keep your arms above your head, or if that's too strong, you can bring your arms shoulder height, palms to sky. You're just going to bring your left knee to meet your right knee, look left, exhale. Inhale here. Exhaling. Inhale, open up that left knee. Bring the right knee to meet the left knee, look right, exhale. We started to practice this like this last week, so you'll know the moves. Inhale here. Exhale, allowing those knees to fall, really let them go to the left side. In your spinal twist. Inhale, open up the right knee, big breath in, bring that left knee to meet the right knee on the right side, look left, exhale. Inhaling, exhale. Inhale, open up the left knee, bring the right knee to meet the left, look right, exhale. Really breathing into this spinal twist. You can feel it all around that lower back. Exhale, really allow yourself to yield into this twist. Inhale, open the right knee. Bring the left knee to meet the right. Look left, exhale. One more on each side here. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, open up the left knee. Bring the right knee to meet the left. Look right, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Release on that exhale. Inhale, open up the right knee, push those soles of the feet together, and then bring your hands behind you in prayer hands or spear hands, reaching back towards the back of the room, finding that length in the spine, trying to ground down all the way, especially around the lower back. Really reach back and push the soles of the feet together. On the exhale, you're going to crunch up. So you're reaching forwards with your fingertips and you're hinging up from your mid-core. Inhale, you're going to wind down, bringing the back of the head down to the floor, bring your arms above the head. Really breathing in fully, reaching back fully. Exhale, you're going to crunch back up. Push the soles of the feet together. Really reach forwards with those fingers. Inhale, just curl back down, arms above the head. Big breath in. Last time on the exhale, you're going to crunch up. And just hold here for a moment, breathing in and breathing out. On the inhale, bring the ankles towards the hands and then drop your head to the ground. Rock it out side to side. You don't have to push the soles of the feet together here. Push into the inner thighs with the elbows. Close the eyes and notice the sense of release and relief in the lower back. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. From here, you're going to just bring that right hand to the right knee, extend that left leg all the way down to the end of the mat, drop that left foot to the ground. Grab a hold of the right heel with the left hand, flexing that right foot, and just rock it out side to side in your supine pigeon. Nice. Breathing in and breathing out. On the inhale, you're going to grab hold of that right knee with the left hand, pull that right knee to the left side, drop that right arm open, shoulder height, looking right, drop that right foot to the left knee in your spinal twist, breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling, exhale. As you inhale, bring that left arm above your head and then roll over to the left side until your right knee drops to the ground. Rest your right hand on your lower back, rest your left ear on your left arm. And then you can gently look up over that right shoulder. Okay, so you're getting that kind of twist and you're opening up the right shoulder. If you want to bend into that bottom leg, your left leg, and grab the little toe side of that left foot, or the big toe side actually, probably the little toe side if you can, and then push away, getting that nice stretch into that left front thigh muscle, breathing in and breathing out. Good, good. And on the inhale, you're going to roll over onto your back, release that bind of that hand on the foot, roll onto your back, and then just bring that right foot over the left knee, and then bring that left knee in towards you, flex that right foot, and then you can bind your hands behind that left thigh. Okay, so you might not need to lift to do that. And if that's easy enough for you, you can just release that left leg, so it's just hanging. So you've got that nice hip stretch. If you want to take it up a little bit, you can then just maybe bring your hands above that left knee and then drop your head to the floor, your yoga, okay? So underneath the knee or above the knee, and even if the bind is too strong, you can just be holding around that left thigh, okay? Push away into that right inner thigh and rock it out side to side. Breathing in and breathing out, exhale. On the inhale, you're going to release the bind and come into happy baby. So you're holding onto your ankles, or you're binding your fingers around your big toes, pushing the elbows into the inner side of the knees, pushing the lower back into the ground, having the soles of the feet parallel to the floor. Breathing in and out and rocking it out. Good, happy baby. Really open up those feet nice and wide. Really bend those knees in towards you. Good. On the exhale, you can grab hold of the ankles, bring those feet towards each other, and then you're going to extend that right leg and grab a hold of that left heel with the right hand, left knee with the left hand. Supine pigeon on the left side, rock it out. And as you're rocking side to side, you should feel it all the way down that sort of around that left glute, left hip, left glute really. And you're gently pulling that left foot towards your face, towards the back of the mat, and you're really flexing that left foot to protect the knee. Good. On the inhale, you're going to bring that right hand to rest on the left knee, open up the left arm and pull that left knee to the right side. Exhale. Spinal twist here. You can either rest that left foot on the right knee, or you can just have that nice right angle with the left knee and just let it, you're floating the left knee, your yoga. Breathing in and breathing out. And on the exhale, really let that left knee fall towards the ground. Good. Inhale, roll onto the back, and then just bring that left foot over the right knee and then bring that right knee towards you. So you've got control here of how intense you're making this hip opener. Okay, so you're flexing that left foot, and the more you're bringing that right knee towards the face, the more intense you're going to feel around the left hip. And then you can bind your hands around that right thigh, release that right leg, rock it out. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, you're going to release the bind and then come back into happy baby, bringing your fingers around the big toes or around the ankles, push that lower back into the floor and really feel the back of the head, the back of the shoulders and the whole spine rounding down into the mat. Again, you can push those elbows inside those knees, so you're making contact with the elbows and the knees, but really open up those feet as wide as you can, bringing those knees in towards you. Good. From here, we're going to rock up and down, back and forth, and we're going to see if we can hold on to our happy baby here. You might feel like you need to bend the knees to get that sort of momentum to come up. But when we come up, we're going to come up into our sitting happy baby. So we're going to meet up in our sitting happy baby. Okay. Again, you know, for balance, you can just bring those elbows to rest on the inner side of the knees. You can stay here. Breathing in, breathing out. On the inhale, if you want to try and straighten into the legs, go for it. Release the shoulders, lift that chest, Lisa. It's going to help you get that balance. Lift the chest, strong, straight spine. Good. On the exhale, you're going to bring your left leg down towards you, and you're trying to straighten into that right leg. It doesn't matter if you can't. And then you're going to just bring that left foot down to the floor, hold on to that left knee, and then you're going to aim to bring that right foot down to the ground with full control, either holding with the bind or you've got hold of the leg somewhere, and then lift that left arm skywards. Push into the inside edge, inside of that right leg. Okay, so you've got nice wide wings. You're looking up towards your left hand. Big breath in. And on the exhale, you can bind that left hand behind you and then look over that left shoulder. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Inhale. From here, you're going to bring your arm back up into your wide wings, and then you're going to come up and you're going to drop that left hand down, come onto the outside edge of that right foot, and then sweep that right arm, and you're coming back up into your wild thing. We did this last week. Okay, we're going to have another go. So you're pushing down on the outside edge of that right foot. Okay, you're looking up. You can tuck the left toes. It might help you balance. You're looking up towards that right hand, and then you can just gently shake the head no. Okay. Really gently shake the head no. And then from here, you can look down. If you want to take it up a little bit, you can then bring that left hand out to the left side and see if you can come up into your half moon on your kneeling half moon, looking up towards that right hand. You can stay here. If you want to take up a little bit more, you can even grab a hold of that back foot and look up over the right shoulder. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. On the inhale, you can release that bind if you have it. And then from here, you're going to keep that right leg up, but you're going to reach that right hand to, I'm assuming it's the front of your mat. I'm not sure. And you're trying to get that straight line between your tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes. Good. On the exhale, you're going to bring that hand all the way down, drop that foot, release your butt down to the ground, bring your knees together and come into your capsule. binding your elbows around the outside of those knees, bringing your forehead to your knees. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, you're going to come back up straight into your seated happy baby. So you're just moving in from pose to pose much more easily now with more fluidity. Okay, on the exhale, you're going to bring that right foot in. And then you're going to, from here, you're going to try and, you can have the bind maybe, see if you can just open up that right arm and see if you can drop that left leg down. Push on the inside edge of that left leg, flex that left foot, look up to your right hand. Inhale. On the exhale, you're going to bind that right arm behind you and look, you're trying to lever yourself so you can look over that right shoulder. You're rooting down through the sit bones, your left foot is nice and flexed, and you're really getting that nice rotation from your core. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Closing the eyes, breathing in. On the exhale, you can come up, bringing your wide wings and then coming up and then dropping that right hand in line with the right hip, coming onto the outside edge of the left foot, sweep that left arm all the way around, big circle round, and you're coming back up into wild thing. Okay, pushing that left hip skywards, pushing into the outside edge of that left foot, shake the head no. Spread those bottom fingers, really gently nodding the head no, shaking the head no. Good. You can stay here in your wild thing, or you can look down and bring that right hand a little bit to the right side and lift yourself up into your half moon, looking up to your left hand. Breathing here. If you want to stay here, you can stay here. If you want to grab a hold of that back foot, opening up that left shoulder, looking towards the sky. Try not to bring the left knee above the left hip. Breathing in and breathing out. Exhale. Again, you can shake the head no here. Really, really gently, trying to free up the neck. On the inhale, you can release that leg, that foot if you've got it, and you're going to reach that left hand towards the front or back of your mat, depending which side you're on. So you're trying to get a really nice, clean line of energy between your left foot and your left fingertips. Good. Breathing in. On the exhale, you can drop the hand, drop the foot, weight your way down, drop your butt, bring your knees together, and then coming back into capsule pose. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Good. From here, you're going to open up the knees, and you're going to roll over the legs, or you're going to come up onto your hands and knees, whichever way. Okay. From here, you're going to tuck the toes. On the exhale, you're going to push back into puppy pose. So you're going to have your toes tucked and bring your forehead to the ground and reach through the fingertips. So you're giving yourself a little bit of a toe stretch here. Okay. On the inhale, you're going to curl up onto your hands and knees, keeping your toes tucked until you might want to bring your knees in a little bit closer towards your hands until your wrists are tracking underneath your shoulders, and you're going to push back up into your first downward facing dog of the day. But from here, you're going to lift that right leg straight up and towards the sky in your split dog. Okay. So with your split dog, you've got a nice straight right leg, really pushing back, and you're trying not to lift your right hip any higher than your left hip. Okay. Exhale, drop that right foot down to meet the left foot. On the inhale, drop the knees. Exhale, back into puppy pose, exhaling. Bring your forehead to the ground. Reach through the fingertips back towards the heels. Inhale, you're curling up onto hands and knees, looking towards your belly. You're pushing straight back up into downward facing dog on the exhale. And you're lifting that left hip leg straight behind you. Again, find your balance here, find your happy place with your split dog. Try and keep that left leg nice and straight. Then drop that left foot to meet the right foot, down dog. Drop those knees onto the ground, exhale, push back into puppy. Forehead to the ground, reach through the fingertips. Big breath in and big breath out. Inhale, curling up onto your hands and knees, looking towards your belly. And then from here, you're going to push back into dog again. And again, you're going to lift that right leg straight back up into your split dog. Okay. And then you're going to look forwards and you're going to scoop the belly, bring that right knee in towards the chest and bring that right foot in between your hands. Drop the left knee. Release the left toes. Lift your chest, lift your gaze. So you're feeling into your low lunge here. Make sure you've got a vertical line with that front shin, the most important thing. Come onto your left fingertips on the inhale. You can lift that right arm up to the sky, following the hand with a gaze. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Inhale, we're going to do this 2 times on each side. Lift that left arm up. Exhale, left hand down. Come onto your fingertips again, especially if you've got short arms. Right arm up. Exhale. Left arm up. Exhale. From here, we're going to sweep our right arm all the way forwards, a big circle, following the hand with the gaze. Really feel into the stretch. Fall into that right foot. Bring the right hand all the way round and drop it on your lower back. Exhale. I'm going to swap over so you can see me. Drop that right hand on the lower back. You can stay here on the inhale. You might even want to bring that left hand slightly out to the left side of the mat and bring that right foot slightly off the right side of the mat, so you really get that twist, okay, as you're looking up over the right shoulder. If you want to have a go at binding, so grabbing hold of the left foot, little toe side of the left foot, then go for it. Again, allowing yourself to fall into that right heel. Good. Inhale, exhale. You can release the bind if you have the bind. And then again, you can bring that right arm to the front of the mat and then bring it inside your front right foot. Tuck the back toes and then step back into your downward facing dog and walk your dog. Push the mat away, walking into the dog. Really bend those knees. Get that nice straight back. Inhale. You're going to curl over the toes, drop the knees, and come back into puppy. Exhale. Drop the forehead to the ground, reach through the fingertips, but towards the heels. Big breath in, checking in with your body. Exhale, checking in with your breath. Inhale, you're curling up onto your hands and knees. You're tucking those toes. On the exhale, you're going to lift that left leg straight back into split dog. We're going to get a little bit more pace here, okay? Straighten that left leg. Drop the left leg to meet the right. Drop the knees, and you're coming back into puppy on the exhale. Inhale, curl up on the hands and knees. Tuck the toes. Exhale, you're going to lift that right leg skywards. Split dog. Straighten that right leg. Push that mat away from you. It's great for the glutes. It's great for the butt. Drop the right leg to meet the left. Drop the knees. Come into puppy. Exhale. Inhale, coming up onto hands and knees. So you're looking towards your belly as you come up. Exhale, you're lifting your left leg back into split dog. So push that left heel high. Keep that left hip in line with the right hip. Look forwards, scoop your belly, and then bring that left foot in between your hands. Drop the right knee, release the right toes. Coming onto your right fingertips on the inhale, lifting that left arm up. Big breath in. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up. Exhale, again on each side, left arm up, inhaling, looking up towards that left hand. Falling into that left heel, so you're letting yourself yield into that front lunge. Inhaling as you lift your right arm up. Good. Exhaling, drop that right hand down. From here on the inhale, you're going to sweep that left arm forwards as far as you can. Follow the hand with the gaze. Feel this sort of opening you're creating, the space you're creating all around that side body. You can drop that left hand on your lower back. You can stay here. You can then shimmy that left foot off the left side of the mat a little bit if you prefer. So you can really get that opening of that left shoulder. And then if you want to go for the bind with the right foot, go for the bind. Your yoga, okay? Or just keep your hand on your lower back. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. On the inhale, you can release the bind and then bring that left arm in front of you and then drop that left hand inside your left foot. Tuck your right toes. Exhale, step back into downward facing dog and walk your dog. Good. Really push nicely in. Really push that mat away from you. Good. Bend into those knees, Lisa. Really push that mat away from you. Gorgeous. Inhaling. Exhaling. From here, on the inhale, you can come over into your plank and then come down through vinyasa. Release the toes, inhale, cobra. Exhale, come down, tuck your toes, butt to heels, exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, from here, you're going to gently walk, step, or lightly jump your way to the front of your mat. We're going to meet at the top of the mat, coming up halfway, inhale, resting the hands, not collapsing. Exhale, forward fold. Release the neck. 3 times in halfway lift. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Release the neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, curl up through the spine. Bring your arms above the head. Reach up. Spear hands or prayer hands, exhale, hands to heart. Good. Keep traveling through. Uttanasana. We're doing kind of half sun salutation, halfway lift, inhale, flat back. Shoulders away from the ears. Really bring those shoulders down towards your kind of spine. Exhale, hands down. Step back with that right foot. Drop the right knee. Release the right toes if you like. Inhale, bring your arms above the head. Fall into that left heel. Exhale. Tuck the right toes. Step back into dog. Walk the dog. Inhale, come into vinyasa, whatever that is for you. So you might be waving, or you might be doing classic version. Inhale, cobra. You might be ready for up dog at this point. Exhale, lifting back into your downward facing dog, legs straight or bent if you want to keep it a little bit easier. Walk your dog. From here on the inhale, you're going to lift that left leg high and away. Split dog. So you're having a good practice of your split dog today. Push that mat away, spread those fingers, look forwards, scoop your belly, and then bring that left foot in between your hands. And then from here, you're going to just ground that right foot behind you. I'm going to swap over so you can see me. Ground the right foot behind you. Bend into the left knee. Inhale, lift yourself up into warrior one. Spear hands or prayer hands. Helps to lift you, tilt the pelvis. So you've got a nice neutral tailbone. Bending into that front left leg, left knee. Good. On the exhale from here, so I'm going to be this way. On the exhale, you're going to just let your hands come down. So fall into that lunge with that left knee. Inhale, straighten that front right leg. Reach up. Bring your hands together. Reach up with your spear hands. Really pull yourself up and look towards your hands. Pull in the belly. Exhale. Bending into that front right knee. Sorry, left knee. Inhale. Last time, straightening into that front leg. Reaching up through the fingertips. And then from here on the exhale, you're going to bend into that front knee and you're going to bring you're bending into your left knee and you're going to bring your left elbow underneath your right elbow. Garuda arms. We did this last week. Okay. Catch a breath. On the inhale, straighten into that front left leg and lift those elbows away from you. Try and pull that left hip back. Lift your gaze. Exhale. Fall into that left knee, bending into that left knee. Release the elbows. Inhale, straighten that front leg, lift the elbows away from you. And on the exhale, you're going to hinge forwards, keeping that left leg straight, but not blocking it out. Okay, trying to keep your hips square to the front of your mat. We're doing this again. It's good to practice these things a few times until your torso is in line with the ground. Breathing in, breathing out. Don't forget to breathe. You can stay here. If that's too strong, you can release your hands onto your shin. You might rest your hands on the floor, or if it's available to you, keep your hands in Garuda, your arms in Garuda, and then hinge forward until you're resting somewhere on the inside of that left leg. Release the neck and breathe here. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhaling, exhale. On the inhale, you're going to come back up into warrior one, reaching high. I'm going to swap over again so you can see me. So your left knee forwards. And on the exhale, you're going to shimmy yourself into your warrior two from warrior one. So you're going to look down, get your feet so they're heel to heel. So you're on your tightrope. Good. Warrior two. Okay. From here on the inhale, you're going to straighten that front leg, reach up, bring your arms above the head. Exhale, fall into your warrior two, and then bring your hands behind you and bind your hands. Pull those shoulder blades towards each other and lift those arms away from your lower back. Inhaling, exhale. Okay. From here on the inhale, straighten that front leg. We're going to come into wide-legged forward fold from here with our bound arms. On the exhale, you're going to hinge forwards, bringing the arms over your head as though you're trying to reach the floor in front of you, making sure those feet are pointing towards each other a little. Inhaling. Exhale. Release the arms behind your ankles maybe, or around your ankles, and just rock it out side to side. Just rock and sway, releasing the neck. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. And then from here, we're going to meet with our hands sort of halfway lift, somewhere underneath our shoulders, okay? So we've got our hands underneath our shoulders and we're lifting ourselves up, using our core to lift us up. Then we're going to bring that right hand underneath our nose and lift that left arm up to the sky. Pushing through those right fingertips. Exhale. Release that right hand down, left hand down, sorry, and allow your body to fall forwards, completely releasing the neck. So you're really yielding into your forward fold before you then come up onto your left fingertips and lift your right arm up to the sky, okay? Exhale, bring the right hand down and then yield forward completely. Let the weight fall forwards and down towards the floor. Release the head, let the crown come down towards the ground. Inhale, coming onto your right fingertips, lift the left arm up. We're doing this a few times more. Exhale. Release the neck especially. Inhale, coming onto the left fingertips, lift the right arm up, and you're trying to follow the hand with the gaze. Exhale. Release completely. Inhale, last time, your left arm going up. Exhale. Your left arm coming down. Release the neck. Inhale, shimmy yourself to the front of your mat. Spin onto your back toes and then step back into downward facing dog, walk the dog. Inhale, roll over the toes to your plank. Drop your knees, exhale, puppy. Releasing the forehead to the ground. Reaching through the fingertips, inhaling, exhale. Inhale, curling up onto your hands and knees, and then lifting yourself up into your downward facing dog and lifting that left leg, your right leg skywards back into your split dog on your right side. Okay, so again, with your right leg up in the air, I want you to think about having your hips square. So your right hip is not higher than your left hip. You're pushing that mat away like you would do in your downward facing dog. Okay. And then from here on the exhale, you're going to look forwards, scoop your belly, and then bring that right foot in between your hands. Drop the left foot. You're coming up into Warrior One on the left side. Inhale, bring yourself up into Warrior One. Pull the hips, square the hips. Bring your hands into spear hands or prayer hands, okay? You could even close your eyes here. Try and tilt your pelvis forwards. It helps protect the lower back. Fall into that right knee, breathing in and breathing out. On the inhale, you're going to straighten into that front leg. Look up towards your hands. Tilt that pelvis forwards. Exhale, allow your arms to come down by your sides as you bend into that front knee. Bend into that front knee. Inhale, straighten that front leg, reach up, and then reach your gaze up. Spear hands or prayer hands. Exhale. Gorgeous. Bend into that front knee. Yeah, nice. On the inhale, coming up. Last time, straightening that front leg, straightening those arms, and then this time on the exhale, you're going to bend into that front right knee and then bring that right elbow underneath your left elbow. Garuda arms on the other side. So Garuda is featuring quite heavily again in this session. Freedom, flying. Inhale, straighten that front leg, bring those elbows away from you, push into the outside edge of that left foot. Exhale, bending into that front knee. Tilt the pelvis forwards. Inhale, last time, straighten into that front right leg, bring those elbows away from you, and on the exhale, with full control, you're going to hinge forwards, keeping that front leg straight until you feel that your torso is in line with the ground. You can stay here, breathing in, breathing out, or you can see if you can travel further forwards. Just trying to release into your forward fold Garuda arms. If you want to release the bind, you can release the bind and just rest your hands on your shin, but without collapsing onto your shin, or you can bring your hands to the ground. Breathing in and breathing out, remembering to pull that right hip back. Good. Inhaling, exhaling. On the inhale, you can bend back into that right knee and then bring your arms back up into warrior one. Spear hands or prayer hands. Bending in that right knee, pull that right hip back. Yeah, nicely in, better. So you're just coming into those alignment points so much better, gorgeous. From here on the exhale, you're going to bring your arms open and you're going to transition into your warrior two. So look down at the feet, shimmy your feet to the same line, exhale, warrior two. Release those shoulders, pull in the belly, inhale, straighten the front leg, reach up with the arms. Exhale, fall back into your warrior two. Bring your arms behind you, bind the arms, pull the shoulders towards each other, bring those arms away from the lower back, straighten into that front right leg, and then shimmy that foot so you're back in your Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. As you exhale, you're hinging forwards. So you're kind of letting your weight bring you forwards, really. And as you curl down, you're releasing the neck, you're bringing those arms above the head towards the floor in front of you. And then again, you can just release the hands down onto your lower back and let them slide down the backs of your legs. And then again, you can hold the ankles and just sway and rock or just hang out. Releasing the neck, just hanging upside down. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. On the inhale, you're going to bring yourself back up into that sort of half lift. You're using the core and you're bringing that left hand underneath you and you're going to lift that right arm up towards the sky. Look towards the hand. Push into those left fingertips. Exhale. Bring that right hand down. Release completely into your forward fold, including the neck. Inhale, lifting yourself up. Left arm up. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Release completely. Release the neck. Inhale, lifting the right arm up. Push into those fingertips so you can get that, you're leveraging into that twist. Exhale, release completely forwards, releasing down. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale. Inhale, last time, lifting the right arm up. Exhaling, fall forwards completely, release. Last time, inhale, lift that left arm up. Good. Exhale. Now from here, you're falling forward, you're completely releasing the neck. And then on the inhale, you're coming back into your half lift. And you're going to bring your feet so they're moving, looking away from each other. You're going to prepare to come up into your horse pose. Okay? So you're going to have the feet facing away from each other. You're going to sit back like you're about to sit on a chair. And on the inhale, you're going to lift yourself up. So you're bending into those knees, bringing your arms into prayer, hands into prayer. And on the exhale, you can come down into your horse pose, hero pose. Okay? Inhale, you can just start to gently pulse. So you're trying to keep a strong straight back. Okay? And then from here on the exhale, you can bring your hands down. And then you can start to bring yourself down into your sort of semi-squat on your right side. So you want to have the outside edge of that foot pushing into the mat. Okay? We'll all meet down here. Okay. Inhale, you're going to push your way up and then you're going to thread your hands all the way down to the other side of the mat. Exhale. Push into the outside edge of that other foot. Inhale. Shimmy your way over to your right side on the exhale. This time you can see if you can bring that left foot up towards the sky. Stay here. And if you want to have a little go at seeing if you can come into your prayer hands, you can have a go at that as well. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Drop your hands down, inhaling, and just shimmying yourself back over to the other side, bringing that other leg, the other foot towards the sky. And then again, you can maybe rest your elbow on your knee and see if you can come up into your prayer hands here. Or you can lift yourself up and try and keep a nice, strong, straight spine, breathing in. Breathing out, exhaling. Good. Bringing your hands down and then shimmying yourself back into your half lift. Okay, and then from here, you're going to bring your hands to the front of your mat, spin onto your back toes, and then step back into your downward facing dog. Walking your dog. Gorgeous. Inhale, rolling over the toes into vinyasa. Exhaling, coming down, maybe staying an inch above the floor, pulling yourself up into your up dog, dropping your knees, and then coming down into either puppy pose, or if you want to rest, you can come down into Balasana child's pose. Rest your forehead on the ground. And then just check in with your breath, check in with your body. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Inhaling, exhaling. Okay. On the inhale, you're going to come up onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Exhale. Downward facing dog, and you're lifting that right leg straight back up into split dog. And this time you're going to open up that right hip into a straight line. So you're keeping that right leg straight and you're trying to lift your right hip so it's floating somewhere over your left hip. Inhale, straighten that right leg. Split dog, look forwards, scoop your belly, bring that right foot in between your hands. This time you're going to come up into high lunge, inhaling. Okay, so tilt your pelvis forwards. It's been a while since we did high lunge. Prayer hands or spear hands, that helps. Okay, now from here we're going to have a little go at just propelling ourselves forwards into our standing Garuda. Okay, I'll show you. So from here on the inhale, we're going to have a little go at hinging forwards and coming straight into our Garuda. Okay, so you've got your front leg bent and you're going to propel yourself forwards and bring that back leg around your front leg. We're potentially on different sides. So I've got my left leg behind me and I'm bringing my left leg over. So whichever side you're on. If your left leg is in front, bring your left elbow underneath. If your right leg's in front, bring your right elbow underneath, okay? Garuda. Find drishti. Inhaling, exhaling. And on the inhale, you can lift those elbows away from you. And on the exhale, you can start to see if you can just forward fold, hinge forwards until your belly is resting on your front thigh, exhaling, and you're releasing your neck. I personally have to let go of the full bind with my legs here. Inhaling, exhale. You can stay here or you can come out of it. If you want to have a little go at releasing the bind and then pushing yourself straight up into your full half moon pose, then you can have a go. Okay, from your Garuda. And then when you're ready to release, you can release and come up and shake it out. Just giving you options, okay? Okay, so we'll meet at the top of the mat, reaching up, exhaling, coming down, Uttanasana, release the neck, halfway lift, inhale, flat back. And this time we're going to take our other leg back. So I think we're going to bring our left leg back and then spin our right leg up to the sky. Split dog on the right side. If you've done this side, then we'll find out in a minute. So again, your last split dog. And yeah, sorry, for me, it's going to be my left leg. So if you are left, if you've done this side, then just swap over. Left leg should be straight. So you're trying to look underneath your left armpit, keeping that left leg straight, but trying to track that left hip above your right hip. Okay, and then on the inhale, straighten those, square those hips, look forward, scoop your belly, and bring that left foot in between your hands, or the other side, depending on what side you're on. Okay, and on the inhale, you're going to bring yourself up into your high lunge. Whew. Prayer hands or spear hands, it just helps to give you some sense of connection with the hands. Breathing in and breathing out. Tilt that pelvis forwards. From here, on the inhale, you can stay here if you like. You want to have a little go of propelling yourself forwards and bringing that right knee over the left and the right elbow underneath the left elbow. Go for it in Garuda. Now you can have that. Nice, Lisa. Gorgeous. And on the exhale, when you're ready, bend into that landed leg, Ian. Really bend into that landed leg, that might help. It's more difficult for men to have one knee over another knee. I don't know why, it's a hip thing. Nice, good. Tanvir, I can't see you at all. Derek, I can't see you. Nice, Steph, gorgeous. Breathing. You can stay here if you want to have a little go at unwinding and then bringing yourself into your half moon pose, your Ardha Chandrasana, you can have a go at that as well. So you're going to unwind. Go for it, Steve. Nice, beautiful. Nice, Steve. Straighten that back leg, lift that right hip up, bring that left hand in front of you a little bit so it's tracking underneath your left shoulder a bit more. Think opening like a starfish here. Good. Right arm up to the sky, Steve. Beautiful. When you're ready to come, nice, Ian. Gorgeous. Good, Danny. When you're ready to come out of it, come out of it. Good. Shake it out. Shake it out. From here, just we can do the usual shaking because it just helps when you've done all this stuff. It's all the lactic acid build-up. All that synovial fluid is getting into the joints, which is great. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, good. From here, I'm going to stand on the front of the mat. I'm going to give you options again. For inversion, if you want to invert, you can either come into your headstand. If you want to come down to the floor, come down to the floor, okay? If you want to come into headstand, so actually, we can all come down, standing on our toes. We can all start here. Sorry, Danny, you're coming down in a minute. On the exhale, you can come down like this, okay? From here, if you want to come into your headstand, you can just drop your knees and come down here. If you want to have another little go at the box splits one that we were doing recently, where you're opening up your legs and then bringing yourself down here and seeing if you can lift yourself up, you can have a little go at that, okay? If you want to just come onto the ground, then come onto the ground. And then you can rest, you can bring yourself up into your shoulder stand if you want to invert, which you probably should, because it's going to give you energy for the rest of the day. Okay. Nice, Steve. So Steve, you've really got this headstand nailed now. So you may want to have a little play with those legs. Really gently see if you can bend the knees. Really, really gently. And see if you can bring your legs into Garuda. One knee over the other knee. That's the only thing to work for. Good. Good, Derek. Just having a little play. Wow, Lise, good. You're all doing your own thing, great. Tampa's just having a little rock. Good, wherever you are, okay? If you're in your headstand, you can come down. If you're in your shoulder stand, you can come down. And if you're in your shoulder stand, we're gonna lift ourselves back up to sitting, okay? We're coming back into Marichyasana. It's a really strong pose, sage pose. Again, you know, it's another opportunity to do this. So we're going to bend this left knee and bring that right knee over the left knee and hold on to that right knee. If that's too strong, which again, for some people is too strong, you can just extend that lower leg, that left leg. But you're pulling that right knee in towards you. If you have got a straight lower leg, then flex that foot. If you're here, you might want to have a go at this. If you didn't do it last week, have a little go. If you need a bit of height, put a block or a book or something underneath your bum. It gives you height, gives you a bit more chance to get this kind of shape, okay? And then pull, release that, you can close the eyes, pull that knees towards you, release the shoulders, check in with your breath, check in with your body. So you're trying to root down through the sit bones here, you're trying to keep a strong straight spine, pulling in the belly, releasing the eyes, releasing the jaw, releasing the neck. Maybe allowing your chin just to tilt a little bit towards the chest. And let everything settle. Breathing in, breathing out. This alone is a really strong hips opener. You can stay here if you want to just intensify it a little bit. You're just going to bring the weight forwards by just bringing your hands in front of you and just letting the weight fall forwards a little bit. No force. Again, if you've got that bottom leg straight, pull that leg so you've got one knee tracking over the other knee before you allow yourself to fall forwards here. Breathing in to that hip or the hamstring, depending where you are. Exhaling. And as you exhale, you can allow yourself to forward fold, fall into that forward fold a little bit more. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, you're going to come up. And then you're going to just bring, if you're here, you want to bend that knee and you're coming into pigeon bite basically. So you're going to bring that leg behind you. You can either keep those back toes tucked, or you can release the toes. You're coming with your hips square and you're going to come down, bringing your forehead to the ground. Another one for the glutes and the hips, mainly the glutes really. Really breathing into your pigeon. You can stay here. If you want to have a little go at coming onto your hands, or no, stay here for a moment, stay in your pigeon, and then when you're ready, maybe come up onto your forearms. We'll meet on our forearms. If you want to have a little go at binding with the back leg, stay in pigeon if you don't. If you want to have a little go at binding the back leg, come up onto your forearms, ground one of that front hand, bend that back leg and see if you can grab hold of that back foot. Little toe side or big toe side, you can have a play. And shake the head no. For those of you who are binding, you might want to lift yourself up and see if you can bring the other hand to bind around that back foot. Breathing in, breathing out, wherever you are. Inhale, you're going to come up, release the bind or release the back foot, and you're going to drop your butt to the ground, and you're going to bring yourself back. One little cat stool before we come the other way. So you're just bringing your knees together, bringing your forehead to your knees. This is all becoming really, really natural for you now, just finding that balance without actually having to even think about it, okay? And then you're going to come to the other side on the exhale. So you're going to bring that right knee or left knee, you're holding your left knee, bringing that right knee, bending the right knee or extending that right leg, your yoga, wherever you are. If you are extending that right leg, flex the right foot. Pull that left knee towards you, close your eyes. Feel that sense of grounding through the sit bones again, so you're sitting tall. Again, just dropping the chin slightly towards the chest. Releasing the shoulders. Inhaling, exhaling. If you're here, then stay here. If you want to just intensify a little bit, you can just bring your weight forwards on the exhale. Breathing into that hip or that hamstring. Inhaling, you can come up, and then you're going to bring that back leg towards the back of the mat, bending into that front leg if you haven't already, and then you're coming down into your pigeon the other way, the other side. Again, remembering, imagining you've got a block underneath your butt, so it's keeping your hips square. So you're not collapsing one side or the other. Just finding your happy place in pigeon, trying to release the shoulders, release the forehead into the ground or towards the ground. Just release on your exhale into your pigeon. You can stay here. If you want to have another little go at coming into the bind, you can come up onto your hands or your forearms and then bend into that back foot, back leg, and grab a hold of that back foot, your yoga. Inhale, you're going to come up onto your fingertips, dropping your butt down. And then on the exhale, you're going to bring your legs in front of you. Bring your hands together in prayer and come all the way down, bringing your knees into the chest and rock it out side to side. From here, because we've been doing Garuda, you can just keep your arms, open your arms, just let them rest on the ground, and then bring that right knee over the left knee. Don't bind. You can bind, actually. You can try the bind as well. It's up to you, but you don't have to bind. You can just rest one leg over the other, right knee over the left knee, drop that left foot to the ground, and let those legs, those knees fall to the left side. Look right, exhale. So you've got your Garuda twist to finish. And if you are in Garuda twist, you don't have to do the bind if you don't want. If you just want to have a nice easy twist, that's up to you. If you're in Garuda twist, you're going to really feel that sense of, you know, real expanding in the lower, sort of around the top of that hip, lower back. Remembering on the exhale, you just release, you yield into your twist. Inhaling, coming up. And then again, if you want to bind, you can bring the left knee over the right knee, or if you just want to bring your knees into the center and drop them to the other side, your yoga. If you are binding, then you can just drop that right foot to the ground to let your knees fall to the right side. Look left, exhale. Inhale, bring the knees up to center. If you want to finish in the way we started, you can bring those hands around the ankles, push those soles of the feet together, and then gently let the soles of the feet come to the ground. Bring your arms above the head and just rest your elbows on the ground above you. Or you can just come straight into Shavasana. If you're in your Supta Baddha Konasana, you can extend your legs now, coming into full Shavasana, just letting everything rest. Checking in with the neck, checking in with the shoulders, and just releasing on the exhale. Allowing the breath to be soft, the body to be heavy, the mind to be still. Remembering just the theme of the practice is just to keep nourishing, keep working towards being healthier in your food and your supplements, getting the vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin K, getting out in the fresh air as much as you can. Thank you for joining me today, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Shavasana, another few minutes if you can. I'll see you next week. Namaste.